This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so some are coming from non-IT, some are coming from IT or IT with different background, different experience. So first of all, you should understand what is this testing and where this ETL testing is falling, in which category, what kind of work will be done. So coming to this IT industry, one is development, another is testing, then production support, and after that infrastructure development. Like that, few teams will be there. So infrastructure or admin is one team who will be responsible for deploying the build or install in the production server, or they can install into testing server or development server also. So first of all, development happen, then testing happen. Whatever development people do, the coding, same thing will be tested by the testing team using the functionality. Those features are working properly or not. Once that is done, everything, it will go for the release. Then testing people will hand over to the production support team, and those support team will be responsible for small issue with the client for whom the project is going on. So this is the continuous process happened in every IT organization in high level. On top of that, some small different teams also it is forming nowadays with different technology like DevOps, AWS, and all those. But basically, these are the four types of teams are available starting from last 40 years to till today. It is following. Okay, so development will not concentrate. All of you are coming for testing. Now come to this testing side. In testing, software testing is the common part. Whether you are having experience, not experience, first time, second time, whatever it may be. Software testing is the base part or the initial or prerequisites we can tell coming into IT industry as a testing side. So here what are available, what is testing, how to do the testing, when to start, how to end, what documents we have to refer, what documents we can prepare, what metrics need to use, any formula is there or not, then what kind of models are using. So all those things are present under the software testing concepts. This is nothing but the concepts, testing concepts. Many are telling it as manual testing, some are telling as software testing, some are telling QA, some are telling different names. So at the end, these are the testing concepts only. The concepts of testing, that is testing concepts. So these testing concepts we can use for doing the testing in any kind of project. So few are manual and few are automation. If not using any kind of tools, technology, simply manually we are doing by using these concepts, and that is called as manual testing. It can be application, it can be web-based, it can be anything. So no need of any programming language, no need of any application, no need of any tools, no need of any technologies, nothing. Simply some normal web page or something can be provided, and using those we can use all the concepts of testing and do that. That is called as manual testing. So anybody can do this manual testing as a fresher, experience, or college students or standard 10th class, 12th class standard students also they can do that. That's why only manual testing demand is not there in market. Previously it was fine. Before 20 years back, whenever testing came to the IT industry, only manual testing was there. That is fine. But right now anybody can do that, so there is no scope or no more opportunity will be available. Even if somewhere it is there, very less salary they are giving. So to make our career in very good way, to build the proper career, we have to go with one of the automation. Manual is compulsory, everybody should know, and another is automation. So some of the automations are pure automation, 100% application level, and some are semi automation. So out of all these functional automation testing, which is demand now Selenium, purely application automation, 100% code is required, purely coding. Java based coding only more demand here. Many are not liking or failing in their Java based coding. Another is non-functional automation, JMeter, load runner, and all these are available. For these non-functional also some programming language are required based on the tools. And again, nowadays, Tosca came to the picture, some cloud related web service testing, robotic process automation. So these are different automations. Some are semi-automation, some are full automation. And out of all those, another kind of automation is enterprise data testing, which everybody is telling us ETL testing. which is one part. ETL is one part of data testing or enterprise testing. So here this is not containing any coding, purely query based only. Query is the heart or core of this enterprise testing or data testing, where ETL is one of them, one of the part. So any kind of testing you can go these or these or these or these, and many more are available. SAP testing, mainframe testing, lot of testing are available. So any kind of testing you can go. Software testing concept is most required. For learning, if not required, also fine. But whenever appearing the interview, these concepts will come in interview, as well as if working in any company, any project also, these concepts will be required, which is the prerequisites for any kind of testing you can do. Now we'll not concentrate more on other kinds of testing. We'll focus on this enterprise or data testing and in which level it is falling your ETL part. And down the line, what is the expectation? If experience is increasing, then what company is expecting? Okay, so level 0 I have mentioned here software testing. So this is required for everybody who are for database testing, ETL testing, mainframe testing, SOA testing, web service testing, any kind of testing. The software testing or testing concept is most required. So I have mentioned it as level 0. So under that, software testing and QA concepts required. Agile methodology nowadays many companies are using, almost more than 95% company. So that agile methodology is required. Any one of the test management tool is fine. Jira, HP, ALM, these two are only majorly using nowadays in many organizations. Apart from that, also lot of tools are available. Rally, ADO, and lot of tools are available. So any one is fine. So who already worked or who already did the course, for them fine. Who have not worked or not did the course, don't have the knowledge, no worry for learning this ETL testing. Individually you can learn, but at the end this is required. So if you want to join separately this batch, you can join. Otherwise, take it freely with the previous class recordings and documents, and you can learn yourself. Come up with the doubts, 1-2 hours or 3 hours, you can clarify it. So many people are doing that and getting succeeded also without joining the live session. So that will be help out up to 0 to 2 years around. If experience is increasing, then it will not help out, only this manual testing. Something need to be added. So if experience is increasing, then next 2 levels which you are coming and need to learn, this is required. If you are coming it into enterprise testing or data related testing. So nowadays it is called as data QA engineer also. Okay, because this is purely data related, not application, not web service, not any other related, purely data. Start work with data, end with data, everywhere in middle and everywhere will be handling with the data. So here this is two parts, one is database and another is data warehouse. So database is consist of SQL, PLSQL is not required, that is for developers. Some people are asking, so highlighted this. Some are getting confused, PLSQL required, some are telling not required. So no need to worry, PLSQL is part of development side, not for testing side. If you know well and good, don't know also, nothing will happen. If you want to learn your self-learning, then can be provided with the previous class recordings, documents, everything. You can learn in your own interest, but not mandatory, not compulsory. For connecting the database, in many organizations, they are using DBA, SQL Developer, and few more tools. So these two tools we can also use in our course whenever we will do the practice. These two are majorly using in many organizations to connect the database. If these are ready, then you are eligible for data-centric testing, data quality testing, backend testing, data migration testing, all these data related you are eligible. But only database demand is again not more, not much. So to come up with the good requirement, good rules, good package and all those things with good career, on top of that data warehouse also need to learn. So data warehouse, business intelligence and ETL. Using all these concepts, one of the tool, Informatica Power Center tool, which is demanded in market. If that is also added with all these concepts, you are eligible for database related with ETL testing, BI testing, data warehouse testing and all these. BI tool is not required for tester, that is for developer. Developer people are using these tools, generating the report, placing into some portals. Once in that portal it is available, testers need to do the testing. So we'll cover what kind of testing need to do as part of business intelligence testing also from testing side. So once everything is ready up to this, then you are eligible to apply with 2 year, 4 year, 5 year, 6 year, up to 8, 9 years. Also, it will be helpful. But again, experience is increasing. Something extra knowledge also required, or companies are also expecting. It is not like the 2 year and 8 year will be the same knowledge. You are expecting more salary as per the experience level. Company also expecting more knowledge. So again, experience is increasing, unique shell script is required. Need to learn as per the experience level. Again, experience is increasing, big data Hadoop testing, which is the next level of database and data warehouse, ETL. Few of the components which are demanded need to learn. Right now, Spark is demand. Spark 1 and Hive, Impala also using in some company. Scoop not outdated, but very initial time of Hadoop it was there. If Unix environment, HDFS. So after 3 years or 4 years, whenever you will plan to learn, once you will become 6 year or 8 year or 5 year in your choice, at that time maybe some new components will come to the market. So need to upgrade in that level. But right now, Spark, Hive, Scoop, HDFS is more than sufficient for this big data world. After this experience is increasing, if you are not liking into testing side, slowly you can move into data analyst also. That is one best advantage of this ETL or data related course if you are learning. So data analyst also huge demand. Little bit of migration you have to do with advanced Excel, some business statistics and Python. After that you are eligible for data analyst also. And meanwhile, if some problem happen in the job or you want to switch another profile, development kind of thing, or production support also you can switch. Without knowing anything also, directly you can jump into production support. That is again helpful. Unix, SQL, and like testing concept, production support concepts is required. Nowadays, AWS is expected. Okay, so any moment you can switch your career into production support also. So these are the advantage and different levels. And nowadays, again, the next level it is called as data engineer. So slowly you can migrate into data engineer also by having some cloud knowledge with all of which. So in that data engineer, big data Hadoop part is required, Unix is required, database and data warehouse is required. So this will be help you to make your multiple career, not only in ETL testing. So slowly you can move into production support or data analyst, or you can go into big data engineer if you are upgrading all these skill set. And if you are learning with some cloud knowledge with all these things, then you are eligible for cloud data engineer also. So multiple skills, multiple roles, multiple features you can implement, you can make your career. It is not only stick to only one course or one role, that is ETL test. So these are the different career path or career levels for the current market situation. It can change also after 1 year or 2 year or 3 years, because nowadays everything keeps changing very frequently. Okay, so this is the best platform and no coding is there. Query is the main intention, main focus here, and we'll start with the query only, and in very deep level we can go, and parallelly we can do data warehouse. So database we are doing in weekdays, Monday to Friday. Data warehouse related this level we are doing in Saturday, Sunday, weekend. So that parallelly if you will do 45 days around it is taking to complete. If one by one or only weekends or only weekdays, 3 months around it will take. It is very lengthy course and in deep level we are doing. So every people are getting succeeded. So it will take some time. It is not like 1 month or something. That's why parallelly is the best option we are doing. One module only you will do every day, then it will be hectic or heavily loaded. So split two parts, one part database, one part data warehouse. Database part in weekdays, data warehouse part in weekends. Or if we can swap, data warehouse can be in weekdays, database can be in weekends. So that for everybody it will be helpful. Weekend, weekdays, anybody is coming combinedly, parallelly, one by one. For everybody it will be helpful. In that way only doing this. Okay, now come to this ETL. ETL is one part, one level of this data engineer or data related QA or data related testing side. If you are coming, database is the first level, ETL is the second level. So using these two levels only at a time we'll do, so that more opportunity, more demand, more requirements you can face. So what is this ETL then? Everybody came for ETL at least in first session or demo session. You should know what exactly this ETL. ETL full form means extract, transform, and load. So what it will extract, what it will transform, what it will load. Okay, so it will extract the data from some upstream system. If you are joined in one company, IBM, Accenture, Cognizant, Infosys, somewhere, you will work with some client. So those clients will give some data, like any banking client, healthcare sector client, then retail domain client. So various clients are available. Telecom, then Vodafone, T-Mobile, Airtel, AT&T. These are coming under telecom industry, telecom sector, telecom client. And banking client, Credit Suisse, Citibank, like that, different bank. Those are the banking clients. So any client you can work, they will provide the data. Suppose here we can take one small example. Citibank client you are working. Citibank is providing the data. 1 lakh customer information they have given. And out of all those 1 lakh customer information, they need the business. Due to business only, that bank is going on. Due to our benefit only, we are a customer, we are using that account, we are using Citibank. So everybody should be get benefited. So 1 lakh customer information they have provided to the company who is working, TCS or Infosys or Accenture, and they are telling that give us the filtered data who are the women customers or ladies customer who are having senior citizenship, means greater than 60 age, and who did the transactions of minimum 20,000 in last two summer season, last 2 months of this current summer season, May and June month. This is their criteria. So using this, they will do the business, we will get the benefit. Both sided benefit is available. So once this data is coming to the picture, coming to this company, we can filter all these 1 lakh customer information data who are only ladies. Female, male, both customers are there. If it is categorized only ladies customer, then out of 1 lakh, maybe it will be 40,000. Again, senior citizenship is there. So senior citizenship, if we filter, then again maybe 10,000 ladies customers are available. Again, out of all those who did the transactions of 20,000 using their credit card or debit card or anything in last 2 months, May and June summer month. So again, finally, it will be 5,000. These 5,000 will be provided to the customer again. This will go to the customer. So customer will not understand in technical way using Oracle database or data warehouse or big data. So how it will be done? How it will be sent to the customer? How they will do the business for that using these? So this final data 5,000 customers informations will be put into some target location. That target locations can be a file if it is up to some megabyte. If it is up to some gigabyte, it can be placed into any database. Oracle, Teradata, MariaDB, SQL Server, many databases are there. If it is going up to some terabyte, then it will place into some data warehouse environment. If it is going up to some petabyte, it will go to big data environment. And again, continuously it is migrating with the previous to new in the cloud platform, and it can be loaded into any cloud environment. So big data and cloud environment, that is next level, another 45 hours or 50 hours it will take for that. So in this level, level 1 and level 2, we'll concentrate on this ETL part with database, file, and in data warehouse, how the data will be kept. So after keeping the data, the reports will be generated, which is called as business intelligence report. So this report, why it is required, why it generates in all the projects? Because this data will be used for business enhancement, business analysis, and some separate team will be there, and higher management authority will be involved in that. They don't have the technical skills of big data, data warehouse, cloud, database, and all those. They can't understand. So to understand in better way for everybody, as a customer, as a owner, business person, investor, for everybody it will be very feasible way and easy way reports are generating, like histogram, pie chart, and all those things. So using all those diagrams or reports, it is very easy for understanding, working, investing, and for everybody it will be helpful, not only for technical persons or BTech and CA persons. Okay, so in that way these reports are generating, and here everything will be data only. We are getting the data, we are transforming the data. These are one transformations. We are loading the data. We can extract, we can transform, we can load into target locations. Finally, reports will be generated. To make it more understand about the report, one small report we can see here. Okay, so some share price we can take Wipro. Okay, so here by opening this page, only green color is displaying, means something positive is there. Green is positive, red is negative. Everybody know that. No need to explain. Even in small kids also nowadays they are known about this color combination. So here if you will see plus 4.50 means 4 rupees 50 paisa profit happened. When today, so last closing day is Friday, means yesterday it happened. This is the live data. Monday to Friday share trading happening. Many people are doing this share trading by sitting from home also with small investment. Okay, so which company it is mentioned? Wipro company. 1D is mentioned. This is for 1 day. So in 1 day means last Friday only it started in this price for 37 rupees. Again it picked up for 40. Again it picked up for 41, like that. So 5 rupees or 4.5 rupees around profit happened. Who purchased in this time and sold out in some time, 5 rupees, 6 rupees of profit per one share they got already. 1000 share who purchased yesterday, they got 5000 rupees benefit profit. So this is for 1 day. If we are planning to do some investment in this share trading, no need of any qualification, nothing is required. In the mobile only we can do with one of our trading account and bank account, which both will be linked. So 1 day analysis if we will do, then maybe it cannot be succeeded. It can be failed also. We have to understand with some 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, then only we can come up with the conclusion. We are the end user customer. We are, as a customer, we can invest something. So some other investors also there, crores or amount who are investing. Some different companies are there. So this report is designed such a way that for everybody it will be helpful. Now 5 days we can see. 5 days also it is doing good. But we cannot conclude 5 days is good means we can go for investment. Next 5 days what will happen? At least 1 year, 2 year continuously it is giving profit. Then only we can get some faith or confident. 1 month we can see 1 month not more profit. 420, now it is 420. So only 20 rupees again in below down happen. But anyway on an average green color. 6 month, 6 month totally not good. From 600 to 400 it can. Year to date means current year only, no, red color. 1 year, no, red color. So 1 year, 6 month, 8 month we are seeing not good. 5 year, 5 year also 200 to up to 2020, it was not good. And after COVID only lot of requirement happens due to work from home and all those lot of projects they got. So immediately picked up for 1 year around. After that again downfall started. So overall, if you are seeing 5 years, also not good. Within 5 years, only 1 year is good. Maximum, if you will see, then 20 years data it is giving. So in 20 years, it is fluctuated, not more good. Only this 2020, 21, 1 year around only it is doing good. So at the end, what will be concluded? Don't go for Wipro company. It is not doing good. In last 20 years, only 1 year only doing good. So how we can go for the conclusion? No. Similarly, this is IT company. So similarly, 5 or 10 IT company, you can just do the analysis, which is good one. Similarly, 10 or 20 retail sector company, then banking company. Like that, different categories, if you will see, somewhere you can conclude that last 10 years continuously giving the profit. So we can get some confidence and we can go for the investment. We can invest 1 lakh or 2 lakh, something we can get which will be better than banks. 10% or something we will get in bank. Here 25-30% we can get that. We are getting that confidence level. Because last 10 years continuously it is giving profit even in the COVID situation. So using this diagram, using this business intelligence report, it is easy to understand for enhancement, to come up with new conclusion or going with some new and business profitable, engaging in some new activity. For everything it will be helpful. That's why business intelligence reports is required. So who generates? Developers people generate using some tools like Axiom, Power BI or anything. Then they will put it into some portal or application. Testers need to test that. So our requirement, our roles will be from each phases everywhere wherever data is related. Extracting, yes. Transforming, yes. Loading, yes. After generate the data with the report, yes. In that report again we have to check. So everywhere data related only. We have to start our work with data, close with the work with data, and everywhere it will be data, data, data. That's why using data SQL is more important one. This is purely data related activity can be done using SQL, which is the heart or core part of ETL, BI and data warehouse activity. So more and more knowledge with deeper knowledge it is required. We'll start with this SQL and parallelly other technology also we can do. Now come to this data. Everywhere data is there. So what kind of data are available and what data we can use? Okay, so data is three types. One is structured data, second is semi-structured data, and third one is unstructured data. So what kind of data we can tell is structure? The data which is containing row and column both. Individually row, we are getting some meaning. Individually column, we are getting some meaning. Those kind of data are called as structured data. And if structured data is there, relational database is required to use. And for relational database, SQL languages need to use, structured query language. And another kind of data is semi-structured. Semi-structured data contains only rows, not columns. If column we are considering individually, there is no meaning. If rows we are considering individually, yes, meaning is there. So those kind of data are called as semi-structured. So semi-structured data will be used with non-relational database, and the language used is NoSQL. NoSQL is derived from SQL, which is coming recently. So if NoSQL, you know about SQL, you can assume you know about NoSQL also. Within 2 hours, it can be learned. NoSQL. Main part is SQL. Earlier, NoSQL was not there. Now, recently, few years back only, it came to the market. So, what are the examples of this structured database? XML, Excel. Then we can take CSV. Then we can take any database data and all those. So here these are purely structure based. So this is one Excel sheet we can take. Roll number, one column. Student name, mobile number of them, city list from where they are joining, their mail ID. Any column we can take simply, normally, randomly. Suppose this column selected. So list of the cities from where students are joining. We are getting some meaning. List of the student names. We are getting some meaning. Okay, so column wise we are getting meaning. Now row we can take any row, randomly take this row. So roll number 2, student name is Sony, mobile number is something coming from Bangalore city, and mail ID is sony@gmail.com. So one complete information of one student. Similarly for another student. Similarly for another student. So any row we can consider, we are getting some meaningful information. Any column we are considering, we are getting some meaningful information. So individually column wise, individually row wise, which is giving the complete information and meaningful information, those kind of data are called as structured data. So this is a structured data. Database data, tabular information data, Excel data, or any other CRM application, ERP application, those are giving the structured data. Then what kind of data are semi-structured, which are giving row-wise information but column-wise no specific information. So XML, DHTML, log file, JSON, chart, and all these. So JSON, log file, DHTML, maybe you are not aware or you have not seen that if not worked in any technology. So leave that. Come to this chart. So you are doing chart with many people, friends, groups, for many activity from day to day, means from morning to evening, using WhatsApp or Yahoo Messenger, Facebook, or many social medias are available. So how chatting? Hi friend, how are you? He is replying, I am fine. Again you are asking, what are you doing now? Did you take lunch? Is replying no. What you are doing? Like that conversation is going on. What is this? This is also one kind of data. We are just doing chit chat with one of our friends or in a group message. But this is also data. What kind of data? This is semi-structured data. So any line you can pick. Hi, how are you? Did you take lunch? So meaning is there. But if we are taking any column, there is no meaning. First column. I did, no. Any meaning? No. These are the list of city. Meaning is there. Second column, how, am, you, no meaning. So column wise there is no meaning, but row wise yes, meaning is there. Those kind of data are called as semi-structured data, semi, partial, 50-50, half-half. So for that NoSQL that language will be used and non-relational database will be used. And another kind of data is unstructured data. There is no row and no column. So now those kind of data are not using. Maybe we can expect after 1 year or 2 years down the line that also it will come hugely. So what kind of data these are? Audio, video, then scanning. If any scan we are doing for any document, then if any shopping mall is going, sensor is there. So all these are also capturing the data, storing the data, which are not having any row, not having any column. Any audio you are taking, any clip, any video, any row is there? No. Any column is there? No. But those are also data. Those are also maintained in some social media, in some company somewhere. Some teams are there. They are working on testing. Some are working in development. So everything is data only. So our main concentration here in this ETL part is structured data using SQL. So if upgrading into next level of skills, big data with some component, then semi-structured data with NoSQL also required with some more components. Okay, so these are about the data, what kind of data are available, what exactly is ETL. Now, some questions are coming from different candidates, so we can just see what are the prerequisites, who can be eligible and all those things. So this is database, data warehouse, business intelligence and ETL related testing. Nowadays also it is called as data QA engineer. So purely we will do the real-time oriented only, how it is affected, how it is working in the job, not like fresher or college level. So live, online, offline also available. Who are going for self-paced, they can use that also. Take the materials, document, videos of early sessions, exercise without joining live sessions. You can go through. So prerequisites is testing, already told. Testing QA concepts, any one of the test management tool, agile methodology. If need to join separate batch, you can join. Otherwise, take all the self-learn based. Come up with the doubts, clarify that. Computer fundamentals that is expected from everybody, like Windows, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and some very basic knowledge of computer, RAM, ROM, chip, processor, and all this. At least need to open, and any error is coming in laptop, then need to understand that. That is enough. And the qualification, any highest degree qualification as a degree is fine. Any highest degree, it should be degree, not only BE, BTech. Any degree is fine. BE, BTech, MCA, MBA, MSc, MS, ME, MTech. So these are professional degree. First priority company are giving. Then second priority they can give for other also. BCA, BSc, BCom, and plain graduate also. So at the end, what is the minimum criteria? Only degree. Minimum degree is fine. If professional degree, first priority, non-professional degree, then second priority they will give. But resource shortage is there, so any degree is fine. Knowledge is priority. If knowledge is there with one degree, then that is fine. For experienced candidates, also it will be helpful. For freshers, also it will be helpful. Who are planning to build their career in the data side, database, data warehouse, ETL, big data, business intelligence. Who are planning to build their career in these sectors, it will be helpful. Which will be the entry point or entry courses we can say. So professionally, this course is specially for testing. So testing will be more helpful, 100%. Production support also easily can go. If somebody plan for development in future, 80% will be the same syllabus. Few extra parts are there for development, which will be PLSQL, and few more Informatica transformations. So if anybody interested, take those recordings also. You can utilize in future. Otherwise, leave that if not going for development. And slowly, in near future, if experience is increasing, target for data engineer and data analyst, which will give more good career. And in this line, it is purely non-coding. Even if you can go for development or support or testing, coding is not available. Only SQL query is the hard and deep level that need to know. The time duration, relational database SQL from basic to advanced, 30 hours it is taking, purely practical. First 3 hours around theory, rest of the things are practical. It can extend the time also. Then ETL, business intelligence data warehouse is one module, which is purely theory concepts need to understand. Otherwise, you cannot understand the flow of the project and do it and everything. 10 hours is mentioned. It is also extending another 3 to 4 hours extra. And one ETL tool will do Informatica Power Center, 15 hours around. That is purely practical. So all those together, 55 it is mentioned, but it is extending another 10, 15 hours also. Okay, after that, if everybody is interested, we can plan for some mock-up interview preparation session. How to start giving the interview, starting with self-introduction. Who are coming for first time, they are not able to tell clearly about their self-introduction also. In which way, what point need to cover, within how much time, everything will be discussed. Then how the screening round will happen from HR side or any management people are calling, some non-technical questions. Some companies are taking the round, director round, or that will be from some other higher management. So they will not ask the technical things. What kind of non-technical they can ask. Then puzzle, analytical, some logical skill set of questions. Few companies are asking, not all. So around 10 to 15 questions are there, that only repeating everywhere. We'll discuss all those. Then from our syllabus, data warehouse, business intelligence, ETL concepts, with project descriptions, how to give all those things. Will come up with your preparation. These are the mock-up, group mock-up interview, 15 hours around it is taking. So this module 3 hours. Database is the main part, 4 hours around it will take. Come up with your preparation only. Everything will be covered in the class, sessions, documents, everything will be provided. Then who are not doing software testing course or not learned earlier, fine. Software testing course. And those related also, come up with your preparation. We'll ask the questions, some real-time scenario, real-time technical GK, non-technical, agile model, and everything from the software testing side. So this course is designed such a way that very easily you can click the interview. Out of 100, 500 candidates, 3 positions are there, 5 positions are there. Easily you can crack in that position. In that way only it is designed and providing. Already proved also, a lot of people got in that way. And after joining in any company, no need of job support, nothing required. Independently you can able to work. Many are calling nowadays, I need job support, I need job support. That is very means negative things. If you don't have the proper knowledge, then only it is required the job support, and that will not go for long run. Lot of demerits are there. Learn properly, job support is not required. But even if anybody is interested or looking for that, we have separate team, they can help in that. Okay, so if you are planning for certification, which test, any exam also easily you can click, which will be reimbursed in the company if you are joining, related to software testing, ISTQB, or database related, or this data warehouse related. Easily you can crack those certification exam also. If planning for any certification to make good career or mention in the resume. Training kits will be provided, all these which are part of the syllabus, anyway those will be given. Which are not part of the syllabus or prerequisites, you can take it, which will be not taken live session. If live session, then again separately need to pay the fees. If not live sessions, take the recordings document, come up with the preparation and doubts. PLSP not part of the syllabus. If you want, you can take that. Informatica development you want, you can take that. Testing side anyway, it will be covered in the class. Unix, Linux, shell script also can be given. Core Python, if you want, you can take. Agile, and some domain knowledge like insurance, banking, retail, which is required, or you join in any company, any project, any domain. If some knowledge are required domain related, can be provided. Lot of FAQ are there. for interview preparation. Everything you will get. Each class will be recorded. Get the recordings. Running class notes will be given for practice. Lot of exercise are there. In the class, slide will be prepared using this GoToMeeting. That slide deck will be given. And many important documents for interview preparation as well as project work will be given. Some will be soft copy, some will be hard copy. And softwares are there. Job assistant, we have separate team. If anybody want any help for scheduling any calls or anything, you can take the help with that team. If work support is required also, we have separate team, but nobody is taking work support who are learning here. So first focus on the knowledge only, everything will be ready. Okay, so software content, these are different tools and all these, few databases, VMware related, without VMware related, Informatica, some data connection tools, database connection tools and all those. Soft copy contain around 500 queries, few exercise, 150 around multiple choice, few concepts related documents and class notes. And few hard copies are there, which is prepared for some company. So some agreement is there, and day one only telling that same exact soft copy cannot be provided due to the agreement. Hard copy only you can take. Those are prepared in very good way, and those companies are using all those. So thousands of queries are available, lot of concepts, examples, screenshot, exercise, and lot of question answers are there, subjective, objective, multiple choice, many program scripts, and interview preparation related details. So easily you can understand real-time project how it is happening end to end. For achieving any certification in your career, you can utilize this. If any job support assistance is required also, you can take that advantage. And from your side, one thing is required, own effort of 2 hours per day up to 2 months. If this will not help, you cannot give this time, totally it will be not help to anybody. This is time waste, money waste only. So 2 hours of effort per day is most required. That depend upon some candidate 4 hours, but on an average it is mentioned 2 hours. So mostly 70 to 80% candidates who are doing 2 hours of day effort, they are getting succeeded. If not able to do, not able to remember, maybe you can extend also 3 hours, 4 hours. That depend upon person to person. Okay, so this is